Morgan, a rookie on the US Open and UK Open tours, will make his major tournament debut later this year. After topping the ISPS Handa PGA Tour of Australasia, Morgan earned the Norman Medal as Australia's Order of Merit champion. Stick around as we discuss all the details around Jed Morgan heading off to his first golf major. First up, can Morgan hold on to his lead? He's got the game to compete with the world's best. Many American pro golfers started their careers in Europe, including Minwoo Lee, who won the Vic Open in 2020 and moved to 49th on the world golf rankings. Only one question remained for tournament spectators as the final round drew close. Could Morgan's 6-shot lead hold up? Andrew Dott couldn't draw any closer to Morgan than 5 shots at the first hole of day 3 at Royal Queensland Golf Club, but no other player would get that close. A 25-foot par save on the 4th hole, a crucial putt on the 15th, and a bogey on his final hole helped golf professional Jed Morgan to maintain his lead over the challengers, who were unable to mount any real threat after he had gained 2 shots on them in the 3rd round. The 22-year-old Australian has earned himself a PGA Tour card for the 2023 season, which gives him the opportunity to start his golf career overseas. In December 2019, Adam Scott was preparing to defend his title. He had won the tournament once before and hoped to become a 2-time winner. A 19-year-old amateur golfer named Morgan was still 3 months away from winning the Australian Amateur and 2 years away from turning pro. Next, Roger Davis on Jed Morgan. Roger Davis, chair of the PGA of Australia, is referring to Adam Morgan's situation when he says that the benefit of being in the top 5 on the Order of Merit allows golfers to play in more tournaments. He said he is trying to create a path for great young players like Jed to follow. Great talent exists in Australia, Jed being one example. Roger Davis said that Morgan was exceptional in his performance at Royal Queensland. What he needs is more opportunities to shine. As a tour, we work hard to provide these opportunities for all our players. We know it's important to work closely with the DP World Tour to continue producing the best golfers in the world. At the same time, we want to help them provide excellent opportunities for our players. That's why we need close and productive collaboration. The 22-year-old has enjoyed a stellar year on the European Tour, finishing 2nd in the Nordea Masters and 5th in the Portugal Masters. Morgan has been competing against some of Europe's best players this season, including world number 2 Tommy Fleetwood and defending champion Henrik Stenson, yet he's beaten them all. A Queensland native, 22 years old, who is clearly talented at golf, was confirmed today as the winner of the PGA Australia Northern Territory PGA Championship by the chairman of the organization, Roger Davis. Morgan's win is a huge achievement for him and for Queensland. He's only been playing golf for 6 years but has already made an impact on Australian golf. He won his first professional event in Malaysia last year and has gone on to win 3 more events this year, including 2 on the Australian Tour. He also won 2 events in New Zealand earlier this year. An Aussie superstar has undoubtedly faced his share of pressure, but nothing like what he faced during Saturday's event round. Jed Morgan said he wasn't sure how he would react when he heard he had won after being presented with his trophy by Roger Davis at the Lagoon Golf Club today. During his rookie season on tour, Morgan has been a consistent performer and picked up his first win at the 15th annual RACV Country Championship in March. Since then, he has also finished 2nd at the Australian Masters and 3rd at the Australian PGA Championship, both events hosted by Golf Australia at Royal Melbourne Golf Club. Morgan is now set to receive record prize money for an amateur player, including a check for $100,000 from Golf Australia and another $50,000 from NT government via Tourism NT and Liquor Licensing Commission, LINC. He knows how to win big tournaments. Australian golf star Jed Morgan is getting another shot at the US Open and the Open Championship next month at Brookline Country Club and St. Andrews, respectively, after banking more than $190,000 this season. Morgan, never before a member of the PGA Tour, will become one of 3 players on the Australasian Tour to earn a card on the world's most prestigious golf tour. The top finishers on the Order of Merit will get exemptions. Following his win at the Fortinet Australian PGA Championship, DA Points will look to open the DP World Tour season with a bang at Royal Queensland next year, where he will help kick off the 2022-23 season. In less than a year, the rookie golfer has risen from amateur to professional ranks and recently won the 2020 Australian Amateur. He has 2 big opportunities at the DP World Championship, where he is set to compete with the best golfers in the world. And now, the Norman Van Nita medalist. He secured the Norman Van Nita Vanita Medal. The award is the most prestigious individual honor in the South Australian amateur golfing community and recognizes outstanding contributions to the sport. Morgan has been a mainstay on the amateur circuit for the last 2 years and will continue to compete in this space until he turns professional in 2020. The Norman Vanita Medal, named after one of Australia's greatest professional players and awarded annually to the Order of Merit winner on the ISPS NT PGA Tour of Australasia, is a prize all golfers aspire to. It's awarded each year to the player with the highest point total. The medal was first presented in 1993 and is named after Norman Frederick Vanita, 1908 to 1967, who won the Australian Open 9 times between 1932 and 1950. He also won 6 New Zealand Open titles and several other tournaments around the world. His career prize money totaled more than £51,000, Australian dollars 1 million. Norman Vanita was born in 1913 and grew up in Sydney before moving to Brisbane with his family as a teenager. He won the Queensland Amateur Championship 3 times before turning professional in 1932 at the age of 19. He was a dominant player on both sides of the Tasman Sea, winning many tournaments during his career. He also finished second in the Western Open twice and third once. We're excited to see his future. It's obvious that as a young player, he's excited to take on the next challenges in his career, but to be awarded the Order of Merit is a special achievement and will provide him with opportunities that will help make him a better player. Morgan had won 3 times this year, including twice in a row at Colonial Country Club and Riviera Country Club during May earlier this year, which was just before he was awarded his invite into the Players' Championship, where he narrowly missed out on qualifying by 1 shot. Blake Windred, who is sitting in second place in the Australian PGA Tour standings, has a $14,055 lead on third-placed Andrew Dodd of Queensland. Dimi Papadopoulos, Lewis Dobbelaar, and Aaron Pike are all within striking distance of the top 3, setting up an exciting finish to the season in Darwin. The Order of Merit placings are significant because the season's final tournament offers a chance for contenders to claim the title. All 5 golfers in the top 5 spots of the Order of Merit for this season's Japan Tour, who also qualify for the final stage of qualifying school for the United States Tour, will be competing this weekend at the NT PGA. Up next, he'll be flying to the UK first. After playing in the LIV Golf Invitational, Morgan will travel to England to play in the Centurion Club near London. He will then return to America for the US Open. Morgan has made 16 consecutive cuts on tour and has finished no worse than T21 in 6 straight events heading into the Open Championship this week at Royal Portrush Golf Club in Northern Ireland, which is the longest active streak on tour by any player not named Tiger Woods or Dustin Johnson. Morgan's putting stats have dropped off a bit since his hot start to 2019. He ranks number 115 in strokes gained, putting over that time frame, but he did finish T14 at Wells Fargo 3 weeks ago with just 1 missed cut all year. After back-to-back victories, you can expect that Morgan is going to enjoy himself and ride the hot streak. Look for him to pick up a few more wins on his way to the US Open. Australian golfer Morgan broke the biggest winning margin in the tournament's history, bettering the 8 shots that Hale Irwin and Greg Norman once carried away with. He is also the youngest player to win the championship in 5 decades. Morgan received an invitation from a sponsor to play in the Memorial Tournament in Ohio. This was a great opportunity for him to learn from some of the best players in the world while playing on one of the most revered courses on the PGA Tour. He's never been to a major before. The Open Championship, British Open, PGA Championship, Masters Tournament, and US Open are the 4 majors in professional golf, and each has its own distinct feel and atmosphere around it. Morgan has never been to any of them before, so you can bet he'll be soaking it all in when he gets there. Thanks for watching. We're rooting for Morgan's win and wish him good luck in his next match. Remember to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos.